Welcome to Punky's Pro Wrestling. This is Dark Side of the Ring, the walking Riot, Missy Hyatt. She's been a big soap opera fan her whole life. And kind of wanted to do that. And then her father was flipping through the channels and they watched wrestling for a few minutes. And she said, this is an adult, this is a soap opera for men. I love this. That's what I want to do. And so they went to her and one of her girlfriends went to a live wrestling event. And she was hooked. She started dating Jake Roberts at one time. She told him she wanted to get in the business. And he said, you need to go to Texas. And she went to Texas and she and Jake broke up. She met John Tatum, or Hollywood John Tatum. And they got together. And so he asked David Manning, look, my girlfriend wants to be in the business. David Manning took one look at her, said, yeah, I think I can do something with you. 'Cause she was gorgeous. She played the dumb blonde. She's actually very smart. And has unfortunately had a lot of plastic surgery. She was much prettier when she was younger before she had plastic surgery. But anyway, she would probably tell you that. So they worked together in Texas. She really honed her craft in Texas and what her character was going to be. Then she and John Tatum moved on to another territory. UWF, yeah. And they started working with Hot Stuff Eddie Gilbert. And at some point she fell in love with Eddie. Eddie fell in love with her. They actually did get married. And I thought she had been married to Tatum, but I guess not. And they ended up working together because they turned their breakup and her going with Eddie into a storyline. And they were on top of the world, you know, in terms of the card and whatnot. Why is my finger so yellow? Anyway, and John Tatum had a very serious car accident that ended his career when they were on top in UWF. And Missy went into the World Wrestling Federation after that for about 6 weeks, where she hosted Missy's Manor. It was to take the place of Viper's Pit. It never aired. Sorry. Anyway. She hated it. She hated being scripted. And she got out of her contract. And that's when she copyrighted First Lady of Wrestling, which is
dish with a lid. It's got a vent on it.
there we go. Anyway. And she did so much announcing, and she was put with the Nasty Boys as a manager when she asked to manage again. And she was wearing a mesh dress, brown underwear, and the dress had these little strings that closed it. And I guess one of them broke or something when she was doing a spot. And so her breast popped out, her boob popped out. And so one of the still cameramen got a picture of it and hung it on the bulletin board at Turner. And she brought it to Bischoff's attention. Bischoff didn't care. She kept it. She still has it. She actually did settle a lawsuit with them over it, and over missed pay. They did a calendar of her in WCW. They didn't pay her a penny for that calendar. She had a day on the WCW hotline, and people called her day more than any other day. She got $18. $19, excuse me. Really? Okay. And she got fired for complaining about the picture. Bischoff claims there's another reason. He's full of crap. She had problems with cocaine, heroin. She did other stuff as well. Booze. And she had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, which she admittedly self-medicated. Again, heroin, coke, pills. She was feeling so bad and wanting to end her story that, well, she had tried once by taking a bunch of pills and drinking a bunch of booze. And this time she had had a psychotic break and was going to shoot herself. And so she did eventually go to, and this was after doubling her Prozac because she was just feeling so bad she wanted relief. And she is clean and sober now. She's in therapy for PTSD. She found the right therapist. And she's with a very good man. He's a little younger than her. He used to have pictures of her in his locker at school. And somehow they got together and hit it off. She started the Wrestling Vixens website, spelled VIXXXENS. She and the other women of wrestling that were part of it got ripped off. Oh, I forgot one. I always like to tell you who was interviewed in these episodes. Jim Cornette, John Pollock, who again is a wrestling reporter, Hollywood John Tatum, Bonnie Blackstone, who was one of the first females to work in ring announcing and interviewing and all of that. She was one of the first. David Manning, who was a referee and a booker for World Class Championship Wrestling out of Dallas. Her current boyfriend Mark, and Baby Doll, the perfect 10. Anyway, so that is Missy Hyatt, the walking riot. So thank you so much for joining me. I thought it was a great show. Missy was not buried. It was a very honest look at her. It's going to be, it is again a great episode, a redemption story, you know? And she faced everything head on with dignity. So, it's much appreciated. And, you know, my hat is off to her. Applause for doing this, for stripping herself vulnerable and bare emotionally. And, you know, give her all the credit in the world for that. A few days ago, she had surgery because she had a car accident in June. But her episode, as she mentioned, her episode is all edited, so they couldn't add that in. I don't know why they couldn't have put it in words at the end, but they didn't. Anyway, again, thank you so much. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I'll see you next week for the season finale of Season 7 of Dark Side of the Ring, Zach Gowen. So that'll be next Wednesday, and then next Saturday we'll do our wrestling news video. So I hope you'll join me for both. Please subscribe. Please hype if it allows. I'm not sure. I'm going to go back to Barry Lewis. This is a cool channel. Tests out products, hacks. We'll see in the kitchen, but it's cool. So, bye guys. God bless you. Have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll see you next time. Again, please subscribe. I don't know if you can hype. Bye guys. God bless you.